Welcome to the next section of Visual Studio Code and Docker training. In this section, we're going to interact with the newly installed Docker extension. We're going to take a tour through the user interface. So let's take a look. We can interact with the Docker extension multiple ways. So you can see we can actually use the command palette. And if you're not familiar with the command palette in Mac, you can actually do Shift Command P, and that actually opens up this top command palette up here. Or in Windows, you can go Control Shift P, and that brings it up here. And if you just type in Docker, then it'll show you the list of available commands available. And quickly you can see I type Docker add in the screenshot, and then it fills out, do you want to add these files to the workspace or add Docker Compose files to the workspace? So then it allows you to interact with Docker and Visual Studio Code and your code. So that's quite cool what we're able to do. You can explore the different Docker commands available within the command palette by just going Shift Command P or Control Shift P and just type Docker and kind of look around, see what's available. Next up is the user interface. So the user interface is also basically built on the command palette. So whatever's in the command palette, you usually find the user interface. Now, what we're able to do here, you can see is, you can see one, if we click on the Docker icon, and let me just highlight that. So the Docker icon is right here, and we click on that, and then it opens up exactly what's running on my machine with Docker. So you can see I have containers running. I have my Python container that's running, and I have a few other containers that are stopped. And I actually can click on any of these containers, right click, and then it gives me options. I can start it, stop it, restart it, inspect, look at the logs. I can look at all these different things. Next up is images. I can see what images are installed on my particular Docker instance. And I can see I have a bunch of images here. Again, I can look at the image, I can inspect the image, I can delete images, I can do all these different things. Next is registries. I can actually connect to remote registries. So I can connect to Docker Hub, or if you have a hosted registry, for example, in Amazon or Microsoft, or GitLab or something like this, you can actually connect to this and connect to your registry, and you can see all your registry images available right here. We can see networks, we can see volumes, and we can interact with all these different things directly within the UI. So that's really cool. And we'll explore this a bit further, but by right-clicking on any of these sections, so if you right-click on the containers, images, registries, networks, whatever, you can actually interact with them. And that's really the power. You can actually do it quicker, I find sometimes, than the command palette, because sometimes in the command palette, you type in Docker and the command, and then it prompts you for something else. Whereas here, if I just want to look at the logs, I go right click, inspect logs, and it's super quick and it fills out exactly what I want to do. So you'll find workflows sometimes are faster in the UI versus the command line, but it's definitely a valuable tool to see here. Now, next, we're actually going to go over to the lab. We're going to walk through exactly how we do this together. So I'm going to install Visual Studio Code. I'm going to install the Visual Studio Code Docker extension. I'm going to interact with my Docker containers, images, etc., and you can see the real power coming available. Again, the lab is in GitHub, and the links will be in the next section where you can see exactly step by step on how we can go through and install Visual Studio Code, the extension, and interact with the UI. Join me in the lab in the next section.